Alright, well, that was a big to-do about nothing. Oracle of Seasons, it's been a little while since I played this. And... right, I'm in a dungeon. I remember I died. Vinny, how do you feel about Pokemon Sleep? I don't know what the hell it is, really. It measures, like, your brain waves? So, okay, here's my speculation. What about Pokemon shirts? They're making Pokemon shirts? I guess that's cool. That, I know what a shirt is. So my speculation is as follows. Yeah, it'll measure your brain waves, man. And then, depending on your REM sleep, it'll give you experience. $100 shirts? Oh boy. Will we get ads in our sleep? The whole thing sounds real gimmicky. To the point where I don't think anything's actually going to interact with you while you're sleeping. And instead, it's going to be an issue of, like, you're not gonna get, like, images projected into your brain. It's an idle game. It's an idle game with the potential that it'll read your rapid eye movement.
Oh, Vinny got his internet broken.
A priest mace of strength.
Welcome, everybody. I'm sorry that
Must be nice.
probably not your first choice, but you know, if you want to stick around, you're welcome here. What's up, everyone from Vinny's stream? My name's Kraken, playing us some World of Warcraft here. Please help Vinesauce get his internet back. Okay. Let me just buy a plane ticket to New York real quick, and then sign up for his internet service provider, and then work 3 months in training.
I think that's fair. I
And
mean, that's a
then,
reasonable worry.
Try to get his contract, and then come out to his place.
I get it.
And then
Time for a family
work on
vote.
fixing it. Yeah? Would that help?
For the family.
You're welcome, guys. I'll do anytime.
I don't think.
Oh, is there internet came back?
For that.
You're welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy Vinny's stream. If it breaks down anytime again, let me know. I'll fix it.
So my internet went down for a little while there. Kraken saved us? What happened? What did Kraken do to save me? Chat told him to help you and he said yes. It is written. It might go down again. Mr. Vinesauce rising. So for anyone watching in the future on Full Sauce, this is going to be a short Oracle stream because Vine Rising struck again. He lives... I mean, it was down on the dot at 2 a.m. So I'm thinking this was either a planned maintenance or possibly... You know what? There was a fucking tornado on Staten Island today. There was hail, somehow. Maybe someone could help explain that, because I saw some pictures of people with hail in their hands. Like, big, like, ice balls. And it was like 78 degrees today. Hail is made by pressure, not temperature. Okay. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, it was pretty nasty. I don't think we actually got a tornado. Then again, I don't really even know. Maybe my definition of tornado is different than other people. But, it was a pretty severe thunderstorm. I seen it, some heavy wind, lightning, rain that felt like frogs, locusts. So, yeah, I'll have to give you guys a more substantial Zelda stream soon enough, but that's a shame. It's a shame that that happened. Down for nearly exactly 30 minutes, but like it was more like 27. And, it was exactly 2 a.m. Oh well. Anyway, hope everyone's doing okay. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sticking around. Vinny, how do I procrastinate less? I don't know, I procrastinate quite a bit myself. I hope one day I learn how to procrastinate less, but having a schedule. So for me, I don't stream at any one time. Like, I could show up, like, anywhere between, you know, 11 and midnight, but sometimes I stream during the day. But generally, I do try to stream almost every day, which is enough of a schedule. And the studio is about 3 times a week or 4 times a week, depending on how much work we're doing, and that turns into a schedule as well. And if I'm there, I know I have to work. You know, I don't have time for faffing. F-A-F-F-I-N-G, look it up. It's not what you think it is. Boy, this game is just full of awful noises, isn't it? Someone in chat just said, and you people say this is the best Zelda game? Who's saying this is the best Zelda game? I'll fight them. It's a good one, except for it being really loud. I'm also now using my Super Nintendo controller, so it worked. The D-pad is nice for this, because the D-pad on the Xbox One Mini controller, which is a fantastic controller for almost everything, by the way. It's my favorite thing that Microsoft has done in recent memory, is that controller. Really, really good, like, plug and play. Pretty much works with everything, and it's comfortable, good, D-pad. Anyway, well, not the D-pad, well, the D-pad's okay. It's just my D-pad through repeated use. It's a smaller D-pad. Down left is weird on that controller at the moment. So I'll try to go, you know, move Link down. Gotta be careful with my words. So I try to move Link down, and then Link just goes down left. But the Super Nintendo controller just is great for stuff like this. And the replica that they did for the SNES Mini is pretty spot on. Did anyone have any issues with it? Like, is there any notable differences between the Super Nintendo replica and the actual controller? It seems spot on to me. Yeah, it feels about spot on. This is not the right way. Someone said, "Oh god, I just saw the Vinesauce on the left. That's terrifying." Yep, it's there. Vinesauce is... I create Vinesauces when my internet goes down during a stream. It's tradition. This is an old one, though. This was a particularly good, Vinesauce, and that I made that one. So Mario Maker 2, some really bad news about Mario Maker 2 that I did not discuss. Which, it was announced today that, the Mario Maker 2 stylus is not coming out in the US. No, there's a more pressing matter. You can't play the maps cooperatively with your friends, only randos. Because of leaderboards. Make a fucking separate mode, Nintendo, god. It's such a Nintendo decision that I'm not even really surprised by it. My initial reaction to Mario Maker 2 was, holy shit, Nintendo got everything right. This is a really good sequel. It has everything I want out of Mario Maker. And now, I feel like it's still great. I still appreciate what they're doing with it. There's a lot of new features that I'm really into. But it's such a simple thing. It's such an obvious thing to be able to play with people that you know, and not just randos. They don't make any sense. Sometimes. Them Nintendos. Vinny implying you would play it with friends. Honestly, I'm not sure if I would. Now that I think about it. Well, I guess this is more for everyone else than me. You know, I would play with randos, that would be fine. For streaming purposes, I don't know, I feel like the option to have, you know, the ability to play with your friends is just so obvious. Yeah, it's a basic feature, exactly. That's why people are kind of shocked about it when it was trending on Twitter. Because it is such a basic feature that everybody, you know, everybody would expect to be in the game. Especially at this point in human history. Where every other video game that has online would pretty much allow you to play with your friends. I mean, Nintendo does listen to feedback sometimes. It's not like... Like, I expect them to maybe get some shit about this, and maybe change it later. But if they never did, I also wouldn't be surprised. It's always the 2 steps forward, 1 step backward Nintendo. Or sometimes 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Someone said, why does every damn game have to be online these days? It's maddening, and us single players just get chicken bones thrown at us. I'm more of a single player streamer. I like playing single player games. As someone that likes to experience, like, an actual, like, story and be able to pay attention to it without dudes, like, screaming at me to, like, you know, go left. They always tell me to go left. They're always telling me to go left, those bastards. I don't know why. But yeah, single-player games are my bread and butter. And I like to have an online mode as a compliment. But I don't think every game is online. I know EA was talking shit about single-player games and be like, oh, they don't sell anymore, people don't want to buy them. That's not true at all. I mean, Breath of the Wild sold really well. Resident Evil 2, Remake, Devil May Cry, Red Dead. Well, Red Dead Online was almost an afterthought at launch. Sekiro, yeah, there's so many great games. God of War, I mean, there's so many games that came out that sold really well and are talked about that aren't online. I think that's kind of coming to an end a bit. Maybe not an end, but I think the whole every game is now online focused is going to maybe just recede a bit. But Mario Maker 2 feels like a good candidate for a good online thing because they have the co-op map making, and then you can play through all these co-op challenges that are specifically designed for co-op. And then you have, you know, the fact that you can also race against others and be competitive. It's just a lot of, like, it makes sense. Nintendo's done multiplayer with Mario before, it's worked pretty well. Sometimes it's a clusterfuck, but it works well. I don't understand where I'm going and what I'm doing anymore. I have a hard time navigating. You know that. It's not my most endearing trait. Oh. Keyhole. But how the fuck do I get in there? Boy, this dungeon's a pain in the ass. People warned me about this dungeon. Oh, God! This is the one I gave up at, said someone in chat. You were the lad that gave up? Here? Vinny, you're going to suffer in ages. Oh, I remember! I remember exactly what kind of suffering ages was. That's why I started with seasons. So anyway, online stuff, yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna play the rando stuff. My main Mario Maker 2, interests is just playing through, like, the single-player stuff that they designed specifically for the game. I think I'm gonna enjoy that. Of course, like I did 4 years ago, I'm gonna be streaming lots of user-created levels. And I would love to make my own, but I don't want to do that with a controller. So streaming, as I've talked in the past about this, streaming the game is going to be limited more to playing levels. Because the controller option seems like it's gonna be difficult. I did order 2, styluses. Well, it's a 2-pack. And they're conductive styluses designed for phones and the Switch, and they have, their tips are very thin compared to most conductive styli that I've seen. Oh, right, those are treadmills. What the fuck am I doing? Just standing there, just enjoying it. It might actually be quicker if I die. These look like Shy Guys, but the ones that, shoot. What are they called? Snippets? Vinny, this is the wrong way again? Oh, that's cool. I love going the wrong way. I love going the wrong way. Going the wrong way. Eating. Someone just said, I look forward to the boss next stream. Yep, gotta go, everybody. Sorry. Vinny, did you hear about the Halo games coming to PC? Do you plan on taking a look at them? I have some interest in Halo. Does it mean I would stream a Halo? Start to finish? I don't know. I played multiplayer Halo quite a bit. They're fairly short games. Yeah, Halo 3 was the only one. That and ODST. I remember completing those. But, I don't know, maybe I would. Be real careful here not to hit myself with this thing. God damn it. Alright. Someone just said, why does he keep that spiked ball in the room if it's his one weakness? Well, he can't move it. Because if he touches it, he dies. How many times do you touch it before you're hooked for life? 99 or 5? I don't know, I'm confused. Rules unclear. Inserted penis into microwave instead. Then you can get the iron shield now. I can get the cast iron. You can get the level 2 sword as well. I believe Yeah, so I can upgrade both of these things. It's great. Vinny, are you excited for Link's Awakening Remake? Yeah. Did you see that the expansion for Binding of Isaac is in the works? Another expansion, rather. Yes. Yeah, it's anti-birth. It's called, what's it called? It's called, Regurgitation? Binding of Isaac Regurgitance? Binding of... Repentance. Yeah, and it's made with, the anti-birth stuff, plus some more stuff. So then after that, I guess we're done with Isaac for a while. They should try... I know it's probably a bit drastic. Similar to what Risk of Rain 2 did, they should try to, bring some more dimension to Isaac. Because everything that could be done with that formula is now done. How? I don't know. How would... I mean, Risk of Rain did it pretty well. Just make a sequel and make it better. Yeah, make it better, Forehead. Risk of Rain 1 also isn't anything like Binding of Isaac. True. Yeah, no, it's not really a good idea. It's just an idea. It was a thought. Beast dropped double rupees. Vinny, that ring is misleading. If you wear it when you pick up any rupee, you get double the rupees. Vinny, do you think Risk of Rain going 3D is impactful for popular 2D games? I think not every game needs to be in 3D. I think it worked well for Risk of Rain. Surprisingly. I like what they did with it. I feel like some games could try that. Because if you release, like, enough expansions, if you keep going, and you just keep going, and you don't blink, and you keep on going, eventually, you're gonna have the ultimate video game of that formula. And maybe it's a good idea to try something a little different. Whether or not it's 3D, I don't know. Could be. Worth a shot. And then if it doesn't work, you just spent $20,000 to $200,000 of your budget, and then you're poor.